Have you ever loved something a lot, like you just find yourself thinking about it all the time, or it's always on your mind? Yeah, I'm sure you have. Well, each person values life differently, or something that they love differently. See, there's three things that I value very much to myself. That's basketball, baseball, and football. Basketball has always been my favorite sport, and it probably always will be. I love to watch the NBA team, the Warriors, even though they are making me really mad lately and losing games. And I'm not used to it because usually they're really dominant, but it kind of lets you like live at failure at life too. And now there's going to baseball, which is my second favorite sport, and I used to play when I was younger, like weekends. I practiced all throughout the week. It was my life, and it was my favorite sport until I went into high school, and basketball just kind of hit me. I'm like, oh, I like this is better. But back to baseball, I would say that it taught me a lot. It taught me to deal with frustration when you're pitching and you're not doing so well, or that someone is, like, say the other team is getting in your head, and they are just messing with you and like yelling and screaming while you're on the mound, or even when you're hitting. And it teaches you a lot to deal with that stress and frustration. And lastly is football, and I think football is my third favorite sport to play, but to watch it's probably close to first because of watching the Chiefs, and especially this year watching Patrick Mahomes, who brings a lot of fun and like magic to Kansas City again, because in the past we have not been very great at getting past the first round of the playoffs. And this year we actually did, and I actually went to that game, and it was one of the best times of my life. It was cold, but it really didn't seem to matter because you're having so much fun watching that team play. And like when you have sports, you may not think, like some people put their whole life like on the line for like sports, basketball, football, baseball. It's their life. They practice 3-4 hours a day after school. In the morning, they go and work out for that sport. And then you have other people who put their life on something else, like say someone who grew up always wanted to be a cop or a teacher, and their goal is to get to that point, to become the best that they can. That to me is, I would never think about playing like college sports or professional, but if I would have the opportunity, I would take it. But that's just not how my life's going to turn out, I don't think. But I can still watch and support my favorite teams. I can even play intramurals outside of school and stuff like that. So to kind of review, look at like what is important to you, how you view your life and how you want it to go, and each person's values life differently. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you, Micah.